Hello and welcome to the Maze on Planet 7. We capture heroes from across the galaxy and force them to fight their way through the maze to the center for a chance to go home. Look, it might seem harsh, but hey, we are the highest rated game show in the galaxy, so it can't be that bad, right? I'm your psionic barbarian host, Fozzie. Now this episode is packed with drama and adventure, the designers have assured me, but choices will be made, plots will thicken, stakes will rise. How exactly that all happens is up to our heroes, and to you, our guiding light. And now, please join me in welcoming our GM, Emu. Emu is our referee and hands-on maze operator. She's been given a bag of tricks to run the maze, and she uses every single one of them. She's fair, impartial, and even-handed. So please, welcome, Emu.
Thanks, Fozzie. Okay, let's meet our heroes. First, we have our 5th level Astroceph Lucaneer, Captain Wiley.
Hello, the name's Captain Wiley and I'm the snazziest space pirate this side of Glasgow 9AL55. Tragically parted from my trusty crew and speedy ship, the Ever Valiant, I am struggling to assert myself as a leader, but also just generally bond with this lovely team in the maze. I've got no family, no past, except for just Hall of Fame level legendary exploits, and ostensibly no problems or enemies to speak of. I do have a tentacle beard with its own charming and independent personality, however, being as I'm a man squid with 4 tentacle arms and an embarrassing reflex of inking people in the face. My powers are luck and curse. I can spend luck points to gain advantage on rolls and force disadvantage on attacking enemies, and curse them to gain luck points back and for extra necrotic damage. I can also spend a luck point to give advantage to my pals and sing famous sea shanties that give fabulous buffs to me and my buddies. And I've just learned Roll Your Own, which gives me a random spell to use.
Very snazzy, Captain Wiley. All right, up next we have our 5th level Diawata Weaver, Anacacia.
Hey y'all, it's Anacacia, Fairy Dewata, hailing from a planet much, much, much bigger than whatever this is. Why is everything so small? Oh, this is my cat familiar, Mittens. He's the best. I've leveled up quite a bit since the last time we saw each other. Along with my usual awesome thread magic and attacks like Hold and Web, I can now morph and change my general appearance with Alter Self, and also buff myself and my friends to be faster and get more attacks with haste. I can still heal my friends and even spike growth from the ground, making it difficult for anyone to get close to me. Yeah, I'm the MVP. I know it.
Oh, Anacacia, you are small here, but you are big of heart. Thank you so much. All right, next up we have our 5th level human demagogue, Kingslayer.
Oh, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, to the millions of you watching at home in the galaxy, let me introduce myself. My name is the Kingslayer, Slayer of Kings, Eater of Worlds, Oathbreaker, Dragon Slayer, Troll, Destroyer, the apex predator himself. Call me what you want, but know this, I'm here for one reason and one reason only, and that's to put boots to ass and entertain the masses. Back to you, Emu.
Kingslayer, I love that you're so epic. And also you carry a perfume bottle of troll's blood and strawberries. That's so lovely. Thank you so much. Last but by no means least, we have our 5th level Quatermordial Catalyst, Elemental.
Hiya, I'm Ella. Elemental. Look, I'm a cursed sorceress assassin. Since I was a little girl, I've been trained by a wealthy patron to harness my magical abilities, my spells, and to cause some serious range damage. So I'm never going to get into the thick of it. I'm going to stand back and let the powers do the work. Hey, speaking of my spells, I'm now casting them at a level flippin' 3. So they're going to do even more damage. I have noticed, though, that spending more time with the other heroes in the maze, I mean, having their company isn't all that bad. Just don't ever tell them that I said that, all right? Since being in this maze, I've leveled up quite a bit. I've got cantrips for different elements. I've got many tricks up my fiery sleeve. I can spend skill points to make my spell casting even better. And now that I've learned to activate my curse, I mean, some people see it as a curse. I see it as me transforming into a giant elemental titan. Yeah. Anyway, the little thing about that now, though, is when I transform into it, if I'm going to bust out, right? So it's going to be a little bit explosive. So if my teammates are too close, well, they're going to have to watch out for my big bad boom, aren't they? Not my problem. Can't help it.
Elemental, you have the coolest curse, in my opinion. Thank you so much for being here. Now that we've met our heroes, let's go back to our host, Fozzie.
Thank you, Emu. Look, last time on the Maze on Planet 7, our heroes escaped the Plutarch's dungeon, saved a toddler from a hungry zombie, and fought the deadly Maenads. They survived and gained a potion to cure a sleeping spell, rumored to guard the key to the gate that will lead them to the sacred path. The sacred path. I mean, Excuse me, I can't believe we're already at the sacred path. How did we get here? I mean, this season's just going by way too fast. Season 4000, you need to pump the brakes a little, all right? Shall we begin, Emu?
Yeah. Okay, guys, let's enter the maze.
Yes. Okay, you know what that sound is. That sound means it's time for a decision. Yes, a decision must be made. Remember that you can only vote on the Maze on Planet 7 stream, so come on over, guys. We have snacks. Here's our first decision of the night. Will our heroes counter an illusion or an invitation? Isn't life just like that? I mean, always wanting to be invited to the party only to wake up with a hangover and realize it was just a mirage of heavy drinking and shallow conversation? You're going to have to ask Gerald about that one. But luckily for most of us, we can fix it with a big greasy breakfast. But our heroes may not be so lucky. It's decision time, and the decision is in your hands. So back to you, Emu.
All right, adventurers. You march across the banished plains, seeking the landmarks from the map that will guide you to the Manserovar. As you approach your final destination, you see the Lakoi moving towards you, a great cloud of dust billowing behind them. Wary of you, they stop some distance away. You can see that Domadillo is being carried in the green giant's arms.
Is he all right then?
Domadillo's your mate, right, Captain Wiley?
Oh, here we go again.
I mean, he was very friendly to all of us, wasn't he? I thought I was making headway with Green Giant, but that remains to be seen, I suppose.
Oh, it's because I call him Watermelon. Should we see if they're okay?
I think we should, although we also have unfinished business because they tried to steal the Oracle out from under our, literally from our lap in our tower.
That's right. This is why I have no friends. Can't trust them.
Old grudges. Snatching people out of your lap.
Sorry, I was just a little distracted with this music. Yeah, let's go help them.
The Maze has a fantastic music director.
It's very peaceful, isn't
Great
it?
selection of
Dude,
tunes.
the pan flute. We just passed them. Yeah, we just passed them right there. Should have like done
play some of
the cars that we've gotten, but you know, we're also poor. So.
As you walk forward, they don't seem to move away from you, and the green giant puts Domadillo down very carefully, and you see Bravura looking at you, and she's looking at you, Elemental, with your blade baby, and kind of gives you this strange look.
I understand what this looks like. It is a baby with a switchblade riding a cat most of the time, but like, you know, not the weirdest thing we've seen in the maze, all right? But don't look or stare at my baby. I'm not saying it's my baby. I did not per se birth said baby, but we did run into baby and it's been quite helpful, but I don't want to tell you that information, do I? Because it's like, you know what? Are you okay?
No, we're not okay. Domadillo went in and we didn't even... Okay, we're looking for the other artifact, the key, and we barely got into that area, that lake area, and Domadillo went out and he's not been able to wake up.
Oh,
Seems
you
that there's
didn't
some
have the
sort of
sleeping aid
curse.
potion.
And the
Yeah.
green giant
ooh, it was
looks up at
about
you
that.
and he goes, "Excuse me? You
Yeah,
have
look, if
a
you played this a
potion?"
bit better and worked with us instead of against us, you're supposed to kind of have a bit of a remedy ready to go because the bog puts you straight to sleep, as you can see here with Dumadillo. That was mean.
A green giant looks up and he shakes his head. He's like, "These artifacts are very dangerous. We went just looking for it, just in the general direction, and it took one of us out." And Bravura looks over at you and says, "What do you have that can help you on this journey? You have
Why the
this
hell would I
potion?"
tell you that? This is the thing. Have you not noticed that in several different times we have reached out, with adoration, with help, with luck, and then you come in and you steal our oracle out the window as we're having a chat to her, or you're popping up elsewhere and causing mischief, and you're throwing us under what I only assume would be a public vehicle that is driving really fast with us under it, and I'm just like, why would we help you?
"Well, because we're all trying to get out of here. And Domadillo really liked you. It's not that we're trying to cause you any harm. We're just trying to get out. Same as you."
Yeah, but you see how we've extended help and then you've only thrown it back in our face. I think that, I don't know if I can speak on behalf of our group, but I don't think we've taken a fancy to that treatment.
"Oh, we're very sorry. It's not that we tried to do any harm to you, and we did not hurt you. Did we hurt you?"
Pretty sure feelings were hurt.
I don't think.
I'd like to
Well,
apologize for that.
Oh, that's big of you.
I'm going to melt in a puddle. Yeah.
That'd be
And-
nice.
Well, good luck to you. You're going in there, yes?
Well, look, a couple of things. I mean, one, that's very useful information if the border isn't very clearly or ritualistically demarcated, so how that's good to be on our toes, team. And then the other thing is you haven't got somebody on your team who's good with potions and stuff, because perhaps if you had a wee tiny, just a little dram of a sample of a thing that could maybe help you, you could I don't know, reverse engineer it and recreate it for your own party.
They all look
think
at
that's
each
probably the best
other
way to do.
and they shake their head that no, that's not any of our specialties. They just kind of throw you in here without warning, and so you can't quite prepare for these types of things.
We're in the same boat.
Yep. Yep.
Right.
I don't know what's going on half the time, but I'm here with my kids.
Do you think... Was I out of line,
Excuse me,
guys? Do you want to help them or do we want to not?
Brew,
I
can
think
we-
it just
can we-
depends
can
on
we
how
come
much
in?
we need.
Can
Huddle.
we come in for a huddle
all
real
right,
quick?
all right,
Yeah,
more huddle.
real quick.
Using our softer voices.
Yeah, listen.
Silly, don't
I'll
hear
take the
us.
big. I'll take the big green guy if you guys want to take the other ones, because every time we
too,
engage
fight
with these
them.
folks, we always get ourselves. I mean, what are we doing? We don't care if they get out of the maze. We care if our group gets out of the maze. Why don't we just end them
Right.
now? And we can just continue about our journey, because every time we run into them, we get caught up, and now we're going to go down another path with another adventure and find something else. Let's just end this now so we can get the hell out of the maze.
Kingslayer,
Do you
I'm
want
actually
to-
an assassin for a living. I'm an assassin for a living, and I choose less violence than you do. Let that sink in.
What
I'm
what
about
kind of assassin
surviving,
doesn't
and I
choose
think we should
violence?
not pick fights we don't have to take because we've got plenty ahead, haven't we?
I set a boundary.
I mean, I hear
Let's see if they
you.
pay attention. Anacacia, what do you think?
I will say, Kingslayer made a decision last time and it paid off. Okay? Paid off.
Thank you.
He did the right thing and we're out of there. But I also
Better.
don't care to see blood. So I'm this outfit, beautiful. Don't really want to have to go by the water and wash it again. So I'm gonna go with them. With
I'm
Ella.
Who
really
is
glad that
holding
I'm
the
partnered up
potion?
with a group that's good about that.
That's a good question. Is it Ella?
I'm holding the baby.
Just like this the whole
I
time.
think Kingslayer got the potion last time because he did the whole slash and grab situation. I remember it correctly.
Sure.
Bad news. If I have it, I don't know where I put it.
You're kidding.
Just kidding. I'm just kidding. It's right here. I got it.
Oh my
God.
God.
All right, let's have a little bit of fun.
Definitely
Let's have a
not
little
to
bit of
be
fun.
your choice now. No.
Let's
Let's say that again, Ella. What
I
did you
got
want to do?
All right, Kingslayer, you look at the
Lord.
potion, and it looks like there's just enough for one person.
Classic.
Any volunteers?
Ooh.
Well, we're going
What, to
need
reverse
one
engineer
person to get
it?
in there. And we're gonna need.
goodness.
We can't need more than one person to go in and get the shield and come back out. Eh?
I would rather us go together. I wonder if we could, like, if we were to take the potion and it's like good for a longer duration, if we were all to kind of like take the same amount but smaller doses, and we could just do it quick during that, like as long as it lasts, maybe we could work together. We've done it before.
I think
The
we should
green
nominate
giant
one
stands
party
up
member.
and walks towards you. He does have his hands up. I'm not here to fight with you. We can hear everything that you're saying. It is.
But we huddled. We huddled. Did that not do anything?
We did that.
You're a bit
you like
loud.
Got
But
it.
You don't like my stage
whoops.
whisper.
we got here at the same time as you, and it's really important that we think that these artifacts cause too much pain and suffering. So be very careful. We're not going back there. But if you can get it, we would be very happy for you. We'll find another way through somehow.
Well, there's also options for your friends. I mean, the Plutarch clearly has some means of getting the potion if you can find him. And then wasn't it the Zeros who had that extra for us? So if you can find those, if you're retreating back to the town, maybe you can find some more information about how to. I'm not even sure if this cures it or only prevents against it, but if it, they may have more information about that, couldn't they?
He puts his
If not,
hand
they
on
have
your shoulder,
a lot of
Captain
whiskey.
Wiley, and he says, I know it's been a lot of trouble even getting to this moment. I'm very grateful, very, very grateful for your help, and I wish you a lot of luck. And Bravura, she's wringing her hands. That baby, this is not a place to bring a baby. It's far too dangerous. We just went to the shore of that lake and it took Domadillo out. If you like, we can watch the baby while you go over there.
I mean,
I'm sorry, you're going to start with judgment. I just felt so much judgment as a non-mother with a newborn. I just felt like I got so much judgment for even having one. And then you're going to take it as like, no, very sweet of you. Baby's got a blade.
Do you have anything to
It's
trade
just-
for the
You are
baby?
so testy.
Oh my,
It's not even your kid.
I'm not going to hand
very
over my
sorry,
baby. Isn't that right, Nugget?
I didn't mean to offend you. It's just this place is so dangerous. We've already lost one, and she looks over at Domadillo, and a half of our party.
Ooh.
Just be very careful out there, and we'll try to find our way through. Good luck to you. And with that, let's go down to our man on the ground who's with Kingslayer, Ozzy.
All right, thank you for giving us a second of your time, Kingslayer. I know you're busy with babies and potions and domadillos and everything else, so thank you for your time. Just a few questions. Look, I know that the maze can be a lonely, desperate trial. Can you describe your happy place? Like what comforts you in these tough times?
Yeah, I mean, my happy place is back home in the Seven Kingdoms, sipping on some troll's blood, enjoying the comfort of people that enjoy the occasional fight every now and then. We don't like to get too rowdy, telling good stories, but sitting around the fire, just drinking some troll's blood. I'm a very simple guy.
I'm not going to lie. My days before the maze sounded a lot like that too. So I think maybe later we could find some troll's blood, maybe munch on some strawberries, hang out a bit. I'd like that. But now that you've been through a few challenges, what is your approach to the maze?
Fozzie, at first, I want to approach it from a very strategic perspective. I don't know what's going on. You know, I don't really trust all these people that we're running into. Everyone that we're running into seems to put us down another path, and I feel like we're starting to get a little sidetracked as to what we're here for, and that's to get out of the maze and get out of the maze alive. And I feel that right now we're too worried about helping other people in playing daycare. I mean, we have a baby with a switchblade. You know, it's riding around a cat. I mean, this is not what I expected whenever I came here. So I'm just going to continue to be cautious in my approach, and you know, just kind of approach everyone with my guard up.
I think that's good. I'm going to say it's not the strangest thing I've ever seen in the maze, so you've still got a long way to go. But speaking of sidetracked, what is going on with you and the Oracle? If I can go back a bit, like, is this a serious thing or just a fling, or am I misreading the whole situation?
You know, Fozzie, I don't know. I'm going to be honest. I'll do whatever it takes to get out of this maze. So if that's you know, bumping boots with the Oracle for a little bit, hey, you know, whatever I have to do to get out of here alive, I'm going to do it.
I understand. What is, last question, I'll let you go back to it. What is the one thing about you that most people don't see right away?
What's one thing about me that people don't see right away? I'm actually, I'm actually a really nice guy. I know I think a lot of people think I'm a little standoffish and a little rough around the edges, but you know, I'm actually a really, really nice guy.
It sounds like it. It sounds like it, Kingslayer. Look, thank you so much for your time. But right now we got to go back because the audience has spoken. Yes, a decision has been made, and the decision is illusion. That sounds exciting, but what does it all mean? What does it all mean? Emu, back to you.
I think we're going to find out what that means. All right, heroes. The sun beats down, scorching the earth. Waves of heat shimmer in the distance. Half a day passes. As you crest a gentle rise on the plain, you see a beautiful blue lake stretching out before you. You feel calm wash over you, even as you wonder where the cave you're looking for is. You're
nice.
about 90 feet away.
Oh, that pan flute's just making me feel so good.
Sleeping death is right. That's not.
I'm
So I mean,
sunburnt.
you're sunburned? Between your crown, you've got a crown burn. Is it?
Yeah, look, you don't believe me? Look, I'll even show you. Look, can you see it?
Oh no!
Look,
Oh, that's terrible.
Oh, yeah.
How can you show your face?
Just wanted to go jump in the lake. Can we go jump in the lake?
I
Just
don't
leave
think
up
we
with
should
it.
be
We
rush
actually-
into the lake.
We got a game plan in place, don't we? Didn't we decide? One person's going to get the key, which is a shield. Who do we think out of all of us? Let's actually be real talk here. Who requires the most shielding? Emotionally, literally, figuratively?
If you were to put a completely abstract and not literal number on your general sense of like protectedness, for example, what would you? I would probably say 15 for myself. You know, just a
I'm going to exempt myself from it because I turn into a freaking titan. So I think I got that sorted. Right. Kingslayer, you got your blasty pow. Let's not say it so it doesn't shake the trees here. So honestly, Captain Wiley and Acacia, who do you think out of you two should go in and do the mission and get the key/shield?
Well,
see, I want the shield, but I don't know about the mission.
You have to like go in the water to get the artifact, right? And we have to take the potion, go in the water. And I feel like, well, Captain Wiley probably do really well in the water, but I also have aquatic adaptation and can turn myself into like with gills and stuff. And like my swimming speed, same as my running speed. And I could be like really, really efficient with it. Maybe we could like offers the potion, you know, we could go together. You could help me. I don't even know if that's an option, but what if it was? How cool would that be, right? Huh.
It's definitely an option because you suggested it and we will consider it very seriously. But one thing I will say is that I do have proficiency in shields and many arms with which to wield many things at once. So once the mission is complete, however that may happen, there's that. But if you are also proficient in shields and can, have a battle strategy for that, I am amenable.
I mean, would I don't think so. I don't know. I mean,
As you guys stand
I
at the
guess
lake
I am.
and you're holding up the
Yes, you
map,
are.
you do see that the X is inside of the lake.
Right. Down in it. Down.
Down inside
Okay.
the lake. So
Right.
you have the potion. You have a plan. You are standing
wouldn't
far
say
enough
that.
away. You don't feel, you can kind of get the smell of, smells like dream of blues.
better than
and
the Oracle.
violets.
yeah.
I mean, she smells like a dream, just not,
Sounds like in the map,
Well,
whoever
Brew
has to
post
go needs to go swimming and go. I'll give you the map so you can see the direct location, but it's like in the lake. So, Anne, since we're, needing a leader and I'm fiery here, you're going to go drink the potion and then you're going to go do the little aquatic nature and then swim and then hopefully we'll find the shield. What could possibly go wrong?
Oh, nothing.
Nothing.
I'm really good at everything that I do. This is why I'm here. This is what I'm trying to prove. So, all right,
Right.
frick it.
Great.
Let's
Your parents are going to be
do it.
so proud of you.
Yeah, it's
All
not
right,
like
so
you haven't
I love
got it
that.
already
Good
yet. You
emotional
got this.
manipulation.
Are you waiting? So you're about 90 feet away from the lake. How far away are you going to wait for Anacacia?
Can you all try to get us
baby.
close?
Can
to
we
me?
see footprints?
Oh, can I?
Ha! Roll me perception or survival.
Ha!
Nice.
All right. With a natural 19, that's a 26 for your perception. You, in your good eye, look at the ground and you do see in the sand that there's a lot of footprints. And then about 60 feet, there's a lot of them, but they stop and then one goes forward. And well, it does look
I'd
like
like
there's
to-
another set too.
Right. Another set.
Yes. So there's two sets. One looks like they were like running. The 26, you can almost see this happening. But yeah, so it looks like there was a cluster. One walked normal. The other one ran towards that one by the shore. And then, yeah.
All right. And then did the running one stop and then the walking one go further or something?
Nope.
Is that when
they
Donatello
all
toppled?
stopped.
All right, I'm only going to go as far as the group waited. That's what I'd like to stand. I think we should all maybe adhere to that.
And I will stand behind Captain Wiley.
I wonder if I could see if there's anything like I could tie my thread onto myself and then tie it to something else and anchor it. Possibly, if I start tugging, the old 1-2 with it, you guys know, hey, come and get her.
That's quite smart.
Great.
And from you, that's really quite impressive.
Oh, I know it was Mittens. Mittens told me everything.
Is that a backhanded compliment?
Old mittens.
Good old Mittens. Good job, Mittens.
That sounds
All
great. So
right.
you will drink the full potion, get a safety line, and proceed.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Safety line. Hand it off to who's got the safety line.
Oh, hold on to the safety line.
Kingslayer's probably the strongest out of the group. Just anchor your big feeders down in and just strap in. We got it.
I'm strapped in. I got you.
All right.
All right, Anacacia, you chug the potion and suddenly you feel normal. But the smell seems to kind of come alive, this blue and violet. Also, you look at the lake, and the water, suddenly the waves turn to petals, and what you're looking at is an entire lake of flowers. These blue
so
and
pretty.
violet flowers. And you move
it's so-
forward into the lake, and you take one step, and there's no water. It's just all flowers. You take multiple steps, and it's all flowers. And you have the map. You have directions.
Did that potion have shrooms? Because what happened to the water in front of me? Am I having another shroom trip that I didn't know about? This is wild.
Aside
All right,
from
well,
that, you actually feel normal.
oh, well, okay, well, this looks weird. So I have the map, and I'm looking at it, and it's showing me where to go in front of me. But everything
Are you
looks
going in?
different. You know what? I'm just going to follow this map, and I'm just going to slowly start going into this petal water thing, whatever this is. And I'm just going to trust Kingslayer and my friends to know that when I do the 1-2, they know to get me.
Fantastic. You walk forward and you kind of make your way through the petals as you're walking on the ground. You leap up, and almost like water, your body floats along the petals and the flowers. And you kind of sink back down, and you realize that you can kind of lunge and water walk, almost as if it were water, but it's flowers. You make your way for about 5 minutes, and you see before you, you can see the shiny thing that's covered by vines. And it looks like a mirrored, a highly reflective shield.
Shiny. It has to be that. It has to be that. Okay. Let's see. Is it too heavy to take? Can I perceive it? How I could take, or do I have to cut the vines? What's behind the vines? I got to be a little bit careful about this.
All
I
right,
don't
what
want
is
to
your
be a
plan?
mangled mess when they pull me out from this petal water thing. All right. Well, is Mittens with me?
Mittens is, well,
Is
Mittens
wearing,
would
like, a
be
little-
sleeping right now, as Mittens did not take the potion. So if Mittens is on your
Good.
shoulder, Mittens is fast asleep and snoring.
Can I
like a
take
snoring
Mittens
kitty.
from the tail and just... I'm kidding, Mittens. I would never do that, Mittens. All right, so I want to see if I could use a bit of my thread to just kind of maybe tug a little bit at the shield to just kind of test the petal waters and see what would happen even if I just move it. I've seen
As you get-
what is that? Indiana Jones once.
As you get closer, all of a sudden your heart calls out to it, and it's calling out to your heart. You watch as the vines just fade away. You are now right up, and it floats itself towards you, kind of hovering in the water.
Oh, this is kind of like what happened with Kingslayer and Pax Romana. Wow, I feel validated. This is mine now. All right, I think, you know what? Screw it. Let's just get it. We're not even testing it anymore. Come and get it.
You now have the Mancerovar. It is in your hands. This beautiful shield, highly reflective, like a mirror on one side. There is an area where you can hold the back, and you make your way back towards the shore. Do you pull on the thread, or you just walk up?
I pull on the thread. I want to...
Fantastic. You pull on the thread, and your friends pull you back, and zing, you are lifted off of the ground, and you are floating through the petals. You guys see your friend emerge out of this lake. As she comes up, you realize that it is not an actual lake. It is a whole lot of flowers, and petals fly everywhere in the wind around you. And she walks up. The only thing, so you guys are all looking at Anacacia. Anacacia, you see that there's somebody behind everybody. You see them, they're running towards you. And it looks
watch out, look up.
you all look behind you, and it is your dear friend, Phillip Rich. And he comes running up from behind you. Mancerovar! You found it! I need it! I need it! I need it! And he looks over at Elemental and goes, baby? And he looks very
Who is
confused
this
right now.
person? Who is this? I've never met this person before in my life.
Oh, you weren't here. He had the baby. You were down in the ground battling a thing when
Awkward?
he came up. Very. He came up with his baby and gave us a thing, which I can't remember what it was. We've met him before.
This baby?
Because I'm an adventurer.
babe?
I'm a hero. That is my baby. And the baby looks
This is your
over at him
baby.
and looks up at you and goes,
That's your
Well, what do you
father.
want?
I've been like
Nugget?
pseudo adopting you this entire time, and yet you've got. I feel like rubbish. What?
What a beautiful
Do you
family
want to go
moment.
back to
Elemental,
this-
Come back to baby. Come back to baby.
What? Do you want to? I'm asking the baby. Do you want to go back to your?
Yeah, I think the baby can make his own decision.
The baby looks at him and is really excited, but it's hard to read what the baby is thinking. Why don't you roll me an insight? And Philip
Use
says,
your words, baby.
Why can't you speak?
"Ooh, well,
Should I also do that? Sorry. There
I
you go. Oh, no. Well,
Oh,
like I
I
said,
have
not a
rolled that
born
natural
father.
one. Elemental,
could
you
always
rolled
read
a
his
I have no
thoughts.
touch for children. None whatsoever.
I didn't roll
Kingslayer,
well. No,
are you going
Emu.
to read his thoughts?
Should I help
I'll
out
take
Elemental
Slayer.
in the
You
group?
got
Sure,
it.
I'll go ahead and read. I'll go ahead and try to read the baby's thoughts again.
You
Yeah.
hear in this baby's mind, I really like him. He's really cool. I like him. He takes care of me. He's trying to protect me. That's a cool guy. I like him a lot. I really enjoy being with him.
But is he your
Perfect.
father? Oh, I don't know.
So I heard the baby's thoughts, and the baby wants to go back with Philip. Sorry, Elemental. I really hate to break it and kind of cut and dry here, but he just wants to go back with Philip.
See you, Nugget. You've taught me so much, but it's probably for the best.
Let's make my war paint
Bye-bye, baby.
run a little bit.
The baby, you
great.
put the baby on the ground and he walks in between you and Philip. And he sits down. He's really confused. And it looks like he's thinking. Philip walks up to Anacacia and goes, "That's the Mansaravar. I need it. I need to bind to it."
Let's do one thing at a time now, can we? Your baby's sitting there
Oh my God.
confused, ambivalent about your parenting. I mean, can we just settle that? No? Baby?
He
Very
reaches
needy.
down and picks up the baby. He goes, "It's okay. We'll get out of here. We'll get out of here just like I planned." And he's holding the baby now. And he goes, "Okay, look."
It's not how you hold him. Oh, support the head.
He's like,
Mm.
"This is my baby. I know how to take care of him. I've been taking care of him for, I don't know,
For like
how
2
long.
seconds after you woke up from your 500-year sleep? Is that about it?
500
What is this?
years?
It's not even
I wasn't
his dad.
that doesn't make any sense. What?
You're not his dad, and I'm not his mum. But if you want to fight, I'll go, yeah?
Eliana had a baby. My love had a baby, and this is my baby.
Well,
Don't
Eliana
take the
said your
baby.
baby died hundreds of years ago. We
He
saw her
sits
just
down.
before we killed
I'm sorry.
her.
I'm sorry. Excuse me.
Eliana's baby is dead, is all you need to know about that. The baby that you think this is not this baby. That is not your baby. That is not your shield. This is not your place to be. My not friend.
What?
Don't tell him.
And Philip stares for a really long time, digesting and dealing with all of this information. Something's brewing inside of him. Well, and he's looking at the baby, he's looking at Anacacia, and something starts growing inside him that he can't control. And now, let's go to Fozzie.
I'm absolutely riveted. I've never been in a maze situation where there was so much around one single baby. Thank you, Emu. But guys, it's time for a decision right now. Yes, a decision must be made. Now remember that you can only vote if you come over to the Maze on Planet 7 stream. So come on down, join us. Something is brewing inside Phillip Rich, okay? But what is he going to cook up? What chaos will Philip unleash now? You tell us. Is it going to be transformation or terror? Now, both sound like a really good time. So back to you, Emu.
All right, Anacacia. As everybody's standing there talking to one another, you are standing there staring deep into your reflection on the surface of the Mansaravar, the shield artifact that had called out to you. What do you choose to do as you feel this bind with me, bind with me?
You know, I feel like this would be very, very useful to me. One, I'll just always know that I'm fabulous every time I look into it. And yeah, it'll probably help shield me or something, because that's what it is, right? So I want to bind with it. I think I should like heed its calling and be one with the shield.
You know that you must draw blood and paint your portrait on the face, on the mirror of this shield. Do you do this?
Yes, I will take my knitting needle and prick my finger and draw a bit of blood and draw the most crude smiley face, because I am not an artist. Just a big circle, smile, and eyes with lashes. Beautiful. Beautiful. Oh, wait, don't forget the antlers. Okay. Or the other. Oh, wait, one more. And I prick my other finger because I got to add mittens into it. He'd be so mad if he wasn't on the shield. Baby boy, you're in it. One second. There you go. The cute face, whiskers. Done. Perfect.
Impressive. Look, I thought it was going to be some random person, just a smiley face. It could have been binding with anybody, but as soon as the antlers and mittens came out, we know exactly who it is. Look, now that the Mansaravar has found Anacacia, let's go over to Gerald at the marketplace. Gerald!
I just feel like my green skin didn't really shine that much in last week's episodes, you know? There's got to be something I can do to bring the green out. Are you recording this right now? Have you already started? Hello, hi. My name is Gerald, and I'm not just an alien from another planet. No, I'm also the manager of the Maze Marketplace, a place where you, the audience, can purchase items that influence the game. And we've got some great items on the menu for today. We've got the mouth harp for Captain Wiley, a sea shanty for the captain. I bet those sea shanties are going to be great. And the prismatic sucker that involves puns with Elemental. She's the best in the pun business. Can't argue with that. I feel like it makes a difference. I do. I feel like it brings out my green skin. Are you filming this right now? Don't forget to visit the Maze Marketplace. Gerald out!
Thank you so much, Gerald. And now a decision has been made. Yes, it's time for a decision. Let's see here. Transformation has won the day. Yes! I love that. I mean, when you think about it, this really was a win-win situation. I mean, there isn't a bad choice between the two. I mean, Emu, tell us what we've won.
Oh, Emu, use your inside voice. Use your outside voice.
Your outside voice.
I feel like Philip is transforming.
He's changing. I think he's changing and transforming.
All right, charades. Let's have
indignant.
Ooh, sounds real mad.
This is the most quiet transformation I've ever
see
experienced.
Fur. Boom.
Oh, stuff's popping out. Oh no.
Fur. Nah.
Rawr. No? Yes.
I mean, like, okay, so Philip Wright is transforming and he looks real angry and fur's popping out all over his body. This is what happens when you're an assassin. You have to learn the art of like lip reading.
It's almost like you guys have been in the maze before. I mean, transformations happen all the time in the maze. Lycanthropy.
Hey, listen, I feel personally called out for that. Actually, a bit, yeah. I mean,
do you think if you transformed
it's
to be bigger?
We should find out.
I think we should. I think we should.
Oh, Philip, you're so wrecked now.
I see your furry epaulets and I raise you a Titan!
So
So
he
you
actually
guys don't-
grows. And he points at Anacacia and says, I can't believe the Menservar chose you! I must get out of here! And he turns into a giant weasel, his arms breaking through his clothes. All right, everybody, it's time
Might
to
have seen that
roll
coming.
initiative.
Imagine
Always
having
knew
a
you were a weasel.
curse and growing and being a weasel. I mean, how would you feel? You'd be pretty miserable, wouldn't you?
Oh man.
Are you stopping to try and just make him feel bad about his life? Is that your... With my action, I make him take stock.
All right, Anacacia, Captain Wiley, Elemental, Kingslayer, that is the order that we have rolled our initiative with. So, Anacacia, you have the shield. What do you do?
All right. I think to help myself and the team, I want to use one of my level 3 spell slots to use haste. I want to buff us, give us more attack, and make us faster. Because this weasel guy looks really weaselly. And
Fantastic.
that's a word, right? That's
Oh yeah, no,
Sure,
totally.
it is
useful.
now.
Yes.
cool. Yeah,
That is a
thanks,
word.
guys. Thanks, guys.
All right, so you cast haste.
Let me do it.
All right.
Cast this.
All of a sudden, you glow, and all of your friends go. You all have an extra action. So,
Ooh.
yeah, let's. What do you do now?
All right. I want to keep him from being able to even get close to us as well. I don't want him to touch my shield and my friends, my no square. Okay. So I want to use a level 2 spell slot. Is that part of my action? Can I do that with spike growth?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. We're gonna do that. Where is that?
All right. You also know that because you're hasted, each of you get a +2 bonus to your AC and have advantage on dexterity saving throws. As
God,
well
I'm so
as
cool.
your speed is also double.
I'm so cool. All right, spike growth, the ground, 20 foot in front of me. Now spiky thorns out. Get it out. And so now they can't come close to us. Stay away. No square. Come close. I'm really not good at describing what I'm doing. Thank God we have.
Spiky erupting. Sounds pretty impressive if you ask me. And I feel really
And-
fast as well. What did you do
And then
to
I-
us? What is this new spell that you got?
Feels great.
I've learned
Wow.
so many cool
God.
things.
I feel like I can multitask. It's amazing.
Pretty guys,
So
remember
productive.
this. Remember this, okay? Remember this. When I'm hurt again, you better save me.
All right.
No more getting me drugged up. Last
Okay.
time it took a really long time to get back. So.
I thought you liked
So-
that. I thought you enjoyed that particular trip.
Amy, yes.
Be a problem.
All right, 5 points of damage as this spike growth wraps itself around this giant weasel person, Philip, and is at the end of your turn.
Yes, me.
All right, thank you, Anacacia. You guys are all hasted, so Captain Wiley, you're up next.
I love this hasty business. That's very fun. I would like to start by spending 2 luck to get a random spell. See what happens there.
All right.
So I believe I roll a d6 to determine what that is. That makes it a 6, which means Sleet Storm.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my god, that seems intense. So let's see. I think that is... right, freezing rain and sleet fall in a 20-foot tall cylinder within a 40-foot radius. This is so extra. My God. Centered on a point I choose within range. Areas heavily obscured and exposed flames in the area are doused. Ground in the area is covered with slick ice. I mean, you may know this spell. I don't have to tell you. But yeah, they have to make a save.
Share it with the class.
Yeah, so creature enters the spell. I'm going to center it. I don't know how far away he is from us, but I'm going to put the border, away from us.
Absolutely. He's surrounded by 20-foot spike growth as well. So you've got these spikes, you've got this ice, and what's the damage on that as he is already restrained?
So let's see. On a failed save, it falls prone. Where's the range? I don't see the damage. Just prone. Is that what that is?
All right. Why don't you
and
go
then,
ahead
once
and
if it starts
cast
its turn, he has to make con saves later. Sorry, what were you gonna say?
Do you have a button for that? Can you cast it?
Ooh, do I have a button for that? I don't know if I do, because it's roll your own, but let's see here. For Sleet Storm.
Sleet
With these two, I think you guys should go into pest control after this, because whatever weasels are around just are going to be taken care of.
I can see the information, but I
right.
can't seem to roll it.
That's okay. It doesn't do damage, but this whole area is not good. So, all right. He's going to roll and already has disadvantage. That is a 2. So, yeah. You have him trapped, and while there's spike growth around him. Fantastic. You also are hasted, so you actually have 2 actions.
I know. I'm gonna curse him while he's down.
Nice.
Yeah.
And
so get one more back. Yeah. And I'm gonna say disadvantage on Constitution saves, because that's what he's gonna have to roll to. Or no, is that it? Yeah. Is that it? Creature starts his turn.
Fantastic.
If he's concentrating on a spell, yeah.
All right.
So he's cursed, and I can also draw my stuff and start singing a shanty if I like. I think because that's a bonus action.
Sing it, Captain Wiley.
All right. I'm going to do Deal It Dawn, which goes like this. Mind whose honor you impugn and whose friends you affront. Heed now closely to my tune and maybe don't say.
Beep.
Nailed it! Nailed it! And I drew my crossbow.
Fantastic. Next up, Elemental.
Well, really, I'm actually quite disappointed in this entire group because no one's asked where the baby is. So I would like to figure out where the baby is. Where's my baby?
The baby has crawled away from the spike growth and is just sitting there, and he's got the razor in his hand and he's kind of fighting with a vine, but more like he's fighting the vine. The vine's not paying attention to him.
Ah! Good boy. That's my nugget. All right, so I'm going to kind of like signal to my teammates to just get a little bit back because I'm going to charge forward where Philip the giant weasel is caught in these vines, and I'm gonna hold him, and then I'm gonna turn into a freaking titan. I think that's what I'm gonna do because I got this new ability now, and that's when I turn into a titan. I explode. So
Nice.
I've turned into an ice titan. Us, baby.
Yes. Fantastic.
Yeah.
And the first thing I'm going to do, well, I mean, I've blown up, so he should take some damage from that. Can't tell you how to do that, but ooh, it's a sting.
All
And I'm
right.
going to ice slam him.
Slam him.
Okay, I'd love to. Is it got still
Push
is
all
it
the
advantage
buttons.
still? Yeah, look,
Yes,
it's
that is true.
advantage, isn't it? Yeah, so let me go again. It's elemental force.
All right, Ice Slam, you have a 20. You got a dirty 20. So go ahead and roll that damage.
Damage. Oh, here we go. It's not going to tickle. Pow pow. 15. And the
15
elemental force, which I
points of damage.
absolutely forgot about. You've actually got to roll. You got to roll a DC 16 to save for that. Oh,
Well, I
you
rolled
didn't.
a 5. This guy's having a really bad day. Ooh.
Here's a bit more cold damage. So I've come in there, I've turned into a Titan, I blew up, you took 16 cold damage, and then I just went in for another smang, and you got another 15 damage. So, like, this ice is avalanching all over a weasel. Okay.
Fantastic. All right, next up we have, well, was that both of your turns? Was that one
Including the
turn? You
baby.
have 2 turns.
Oh, yeah, with haste.
Is
Extra
turning
action.
into a Titan an action now that I explode? That was both my turns.
All right, fantastic.
Yep, that's me done.
Kingslayer, what do you do here?
Well, I already had my heroic moment a little bit ago, and it seems that the rest of the group has everything under control. So I'm actually going to not charge in like everyone would expect me to with Pax Romana. I'm going to sit back because I'm kind of enjoying us fighting this giant weasel. I was really excited. I thought it was going to be a dragon or something, a little more intimidating. So I'm actually going to try to cast my hideous laughter spell, which allows me to try to make the weasel basically fall and just hilariously laugh at everything that is going on to him. A little embarrassing.
Fantastic. Woo! Okay, I rolled an 8 on the die for the save on that. So, he's howling in rage, and he's getting hit. And all of a sudden, and now he's laugh crying as he slumps into these vines as they poke him for more damage. And Elemental, you had slammed him. He is just wrecked. Kingslayer, is there anything else you want to do in this moment? You have another action.
Just because, well, I'm finding this quite humorous. I want to go ahead and try to also command him to further push himself into the spikes and the vines that are gripping him so tightly.
All right. So the save, go ahead and push the button for that. The save
Do I roll
is...
this?
So that's a DC 16 wisdom save. I rolled a 10 on the die. That is not going to be enough. He's crying and then scoots back and does even more damage to himself, getting into the thorns, into the icicles that are poking up at him. And you guys just see the blood just rush from him.
Moral of the story, kids, don't be a weasel.
He slumps down,
Amazing.
and it is now his turn. It's fine. It's fine. And he's laughing and crying and laughing and crying. And you see the baby looking at you guys, but then he looks over at him. And as he's just weeping into his hands, the baby runs up and moves its way through the vines and sits in his lap and starts petting the weasel. And the weasel is... and it's in between laughter. He's trying so hard to get this out. Fine. Fine, I've got my baby. We'll figure another way out of here. We'll figure another way out. Good luck to you. You didn't have to hurt me so much. It's not my fault. I'm just cursed. And he's sitting there crying, and he tries to stand up to get out of this, but he just can't. What do you guys do in this moment?
I feel
As a group.
I'd like to warn the baby that he doesn't want a lifetime of parenting his own parent, but that's not maybe the most urgent thing. Should we let him go?
Gun sword, Pax Romana.
Are you going to kill him in front of his child? Are you going to kill Nugget's dad in front of Nugget?
I just don't think that it's Nugget's dad, because like Eliana said that her child died centuries ago, and I'm really
very
uncomfortable with this hysterical wereweasel. It's just never not funny to say it. Even though I too am cursed, and I really need more empathy at this particular moment because I've learned to control my curse. But because of that, it's probably what I should have the baby and really remove it from care. But baby, it's your choice, Nugget. You're nestled in the weasel.
You see the baby look at you, and then he hugs the weasel more. And you see him with a razor blade, and he's trying to cut the vines away from this parental unit.
This is the most pitiful scene I've ever conducted.
This weasel man, he looks at you.
Stone.
Just get me out of here, and I'll tell you where you're supposed to go. I'll tell you where the entrance to the secret path is. Just let me out.
That would be really nice, Philip.
That sounds useful.
You're very scary. Would like to hear that information.
So like, I don't think we should let him out completely. I think maybe we could hack away at some of the vines just to give him a little bit of movement, but still keep him in the same area so that he could tell us the information and not hurt us. What do y'all say?
How do we know he's not going to lie to us just to get out?
I mean, maybe you could read his mind. See,
How do you know you're going to tell us the truth? How do we know that you're going to tell us the truth?
Pool of blood underneath him as he is bleeding
Philip.
profusely.
Not your day. Guys, we need to get this information out of him before he dies a grisly, gruesome death. Philip, we will help you if you tell us. That's a promise.
Okay, so I don't know exactly where the secret path is. It's somewhere in the bog, but I think that Ailebert Angelopolous, the brewer, he knows. I know he knows. He knows everything. He talks to everybody.
And where's he?
In the bog. No, come on, let me out of here.
This is the saddest thing I've ever
can't
seen.
bear
Off
it.
you go.
Cannot bear
I'm
it.
going to let him go. Yeah.
All right.
I've got a dagger.
Is the baby
Just
is the baby staying? Are we putting the baby down and then the baby's gonna like try to
baby made its choice. I got rejected by a baby. It's never happened before, and I have abandonment issues, and so being rejected by a baby is probably shattering me so hard inside right now, but I'm keeping it together. My exterior is not showing you the turmoil that's happening inside me right now. Bugger off, baby.
All right.
Ella, I mean, another way
want
to
the
look at
baby
it is
around
the
anyway,
baby's
you know?
not abandoning his father. So really, it's an affirmation of loyalty.
All right, as you guys are standing there, you move a few of the vines away, and we fade off and go to Act 2.
Thanks, Emu. Thank you so much. Look, I just want to call a sub out. David Torrance, thank you so much for becoming a subscriber. Rock on. But now a decision must be made. That's why that sound happened. Yes, it's time for a decision, folks. Look, who will be invited into the unknown? That sounds pretty well. It's hard to know, really. I guess because it's unknown. I mean, it definitely will appeal to a certain type of person who likes surprises, and others like to know exactly where they're being invited to. So I guess it depends on your risk threshold. All right. So who are you going to invite? Elemental or Captain Wiley? I don't know. I'm a risk taker. Back to you, Emu.
Thanks, Fozzie. All right, with the key to the sacred path in hand, our heroes turn toward the bog, where they hope Ailebert Angelopolous, the brewer, can guide them. As you move through the bog, you carefully avoid the dingy water that carries traces of the lake's acid and the fetid stew of what seems to be everything that has ever died in this plain. You see occasional flashes in the water that appear to be the faces of the long dead. Everybody please make me perception or survival checks.
Oh,
Ooh, all right.
Oh, wrong button.
That's okay.
I'm still in my Titan form, aren't I? Am I still in my Titan form?
Oh, you're still a Titan. Yeah. How long are you a
That's
Titan
funny.
for?
5 minutes.
Oh, you are no longer in your Titan form. You have moved through. Okay, Captain Wiley, you got a 10. And Acacia,
I think I
17.
might-
Kingslayer, 17. And
What was the roll?
This is a
Perception or
perception or
That's
survival.
perception.
Both pretty rubbish.
All right, 14. You guys are moving through this bog, and it's just the stench fills your noses, and that misty humidity of the water kind of rises and swims around you. But Anacacia and Kingslayer, as you're walking, you think you hear something. You turn around, and what looks like a rotten lizard-like creature lunges at Elemental and is going to surprise Elemental with an attack.
You fiend.
Since
All right, that is a +8. That is 21 to hit Elemental.
Yeah, I think it hits.
That is
All right,
going
so-
to be 1d6 plus 6 for damage. That's 9 points of damage to Elemental.
Ow.
all right, so since I see this person, I want to like trap this whatever this thing is, this lizard thing. So can I use my thread magic to hold them there?
Fantastic.
And
You
Acacia
look back, and it looks like a giant crocodile-y like thing that's oozing black and ichor. So why don't we, Anacacia, you prepare your thread. Kingslayer, it looks like you're up to do something. Why don't we roll initiative to find out who goes first?
Rotten lizard.
Okay. Here we go. Again, it's Anacacia, Captain Wiley, Kingslayer, and Elemental. You guys can talk, but only a couple words to one another while you're in this, unless that is your role. Unless that is your action. So, Anacacia, what do you do? You've prepared your thread.
So I prepared my thread, and I want to hold this person back because I have no idea why they just went and attacked my BFF Elemental here. So I want to use my thread magic and perhaps lasso this lizard and keep them from moving forward or even just advancing and attacking more.
All right. Push that thread action. 16 is the number that you have eventually gotten to with your modifier, and that is exactly the number that you need. So go ahead and roll damage, and you've got this this vile creature with your thread. So it's 2 points of damage. All right.
Wow.
You are no longer hasted in that moment, as haste lasts only for a very short amount of time. It lasts for 1 minute. So, all right, that is 2 points of damage. Next up, we have Captain Wiley. This creature is restrained, but also
fantastic.
snaps. So there's that.
Right.
It's long mouth. Just
Right. I think it's going to be ranged attacks then for you. But I think I'm going to start by cursing it again because it's my
All
favorite
right.
thing to do. Gets me locked back, and I'm going to say, you need strength to resist being restrained, don't you? Yeah. So that's a disadvantage to you, you nasty thing. And what else? I think I'm going to. I don't think I'm going to sing. I think I'm just going to shoot it with my crossbow.
fantastic. Shoot it. Yeah. You have advantage. It is restrained.
Sweet. That's cool. Alright. Crossbow. Advantage.
Oh, nice. Both hit. The 23 definitely hit. So go ahead and roll damage on that. As this creature opens its mouth, you see rows of teeth just dripping with blackness, and they snap and they as you hit it. That's 10 points of damage. Thank you, Captain Wiley. All right, Kingslayer, you're up. This creature snapped an elemental.
How far away is this creature from us? I know he snapped at her, so I'm assuming he's very close to us.
He is about 10, 15 feet away.
Does the creature look undead at all? Or does he just look like somewhat of a swamp monster? Or is there a way that I can find out more information about the creature itself?
Roll perception or medicine. Okay, an 11. It looks alive, and it just looks corrupted. Maybe a long time living in these waters made it real gross.
He seems like he seems a little angry, snapping at my friends here. So I think we got to go ahead and put him to let's put him to sleep. Let's try to cast the sleeping spell on him.
All right. Okay, roll 5d8.
Oops, I hit the wrong button.
That's okay. So that's the diamond-looking dice. That'd be the third one.
So just roll. I roll 5 of those, or just one?
That's right, just 5. So what you're aiming for here is you're aiming to get higher than its hit points.
Right?
That is right. Now it's almost right. So roll 1d8 5 times.
Oh, 1d8 5 times. Got it.
Yeah.
Okay.
That first one was an 8 on the die. 8. Woo! Good numbers.
You should see me on the roulette table.
All right. 8, 6.
Table.
And then one more.
I can count. It's one of my strong.
Yeah, it's cool. And 1. All right. So, let's try to count this up. So that's 8, 8, 16. Plus 8 is 24, 31. All right. Unfortunately, even with 12 points of damage that it already taken, it's not enough to put it to sleep. But you are on the right track. That was really awesome. And great rolls, by the way, Kingslayer. Is there anything else that you can or want to do in this?
I think that uses an action. I don't know if there's anything else that I can do.
Bonus actions? That's okay. If that is the end of your turn, then we have Elemental next.
So this dead kind of lizard jumps out and tries to target me and does 9 points of damage. I'm going to get so fired up. But in this sense where I'm going to summon, using the open skies, blasts of lightning. But I'm going to choose a point on this feral, foul, filthy-looking lizard where a sudden loud ringing noise, which is painfully intense, erupts right near them. And they are just hearing this shatter from within their head. And that lizard's going to roll, but if it fails, I'm going to roll so much freaking lightning damage in its open mouth and disintegrate it from the inside.
Yes! Beautiful. Hit that button.
Damage. Casting it at a 3rd level spell.
Oh my goodness. All right. So that is a save for shatter, correct?
That is a save for shatter. You need to get a DC 16 con, but I'm pretty sure your constitution. No, that was the other dude. Never mind.
Yeah. So that is a 9, and that is not enough. It is going to take that damage. So that's 15 points of thunder damage.
That's it. I'm not done.
Beautiful.
Because I'm angry. As a bonus action, next time you hit a creature with a weapon attack before this spell ends, the weapon gleams with an astral radiance as you strike. So I'm going to do Branding Smite. I've never used it before, but I'm still going to roll for it because I'm angry. It did a sneaky surprise attack on me, so I'm just going to keep pushing buttons where my roll goes high. So just take 6 radiant damage as well, yeah?
Fantastic. Thank you very much. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
Maybe don't do that again.
It looks at you. You are close to it, and it is going to try to break out of this thread. So I believe that is a strength save to get out of the thread. It has disadvantage.
Yes, it does.
Ooh, 2 12s. Okay, so let's see here. Okay, so 14. What is the DC on that? Is it also 14?
For my thread.
Wiley. Oh, yes, and Acacia for your thread. What is your spell save DC? Let's see, I have it here. I think I got it.
Should be
All
under your
right,
armor
that is a
class as well.
14, I believe. So it is going to break free. This creature is now going to, it spent its action doing that, and it starts stomping into the mound, splattering mud and bog. Everybody make me a dex save, please.
Love to.
Ooh, that is a natural 1 on someone. Okay,
To me. It just
Alright.
it spat up some mud. I slipped in it, didn't I?
Yeah.
I guess-
Elemental and Captain Wiley, you have this stuff on you, and you see that it's starting to seep into your skin. Please both make me con saves.
Can I? Okay.
Oh, Elemental!
I'm still cursed.
Can I actually spend another just in case I get a higher number? I spend a luck point.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Oh god. Oh god. Alright. Just in case. Maybe. I did not do that. Did not. That was not it.
All right.
What's wrong with us, Captain Wiley?
I don't know.
Elemental.
I was impressed with you, and you just did a bunch of damage, and we just got caught up in the moment, I think.
All right, the two of you both feel this happening. You both feel diseased. You have a -1 penalty to all physical checks and saves for a really long time.
No.
I mean,
Until
Captain
you
Wiley's
figure
gotten
it
a few
out.
diseases out on the ship, but I've never been diseased before. This is new for me.
I don't know what you're implying.
You have a sea
This
shanty about
creature-
that, Captain Wiley.
I think I do. I
Moves
think you're right.
back
I think
into
I
the
do.
bog. And after meeting your first Viladile, you move on. Captain Wiley and Elemental take a moment to check for wounds and commiserate.
Oh boy.
This isn't fun, is it? What did
It's
we
no
do
good.
to deserve this?
I was distracted. You were spectacular.
I summoned freaking lightning, and I was like, you know, and I was
seen
like, oh,
anything
bit of
like it.
radiant damage. And then I fell over. I got this icky on me, and now I'm diseased. I'm really sorry about the joke I made before, but like real talk, because you know you've got some shanties and stories. Have you actually been diseased before, or should we be genuinely concerned right now?
You don't need to be concerned. I mean, really, there's an unfortunate stigma around this sort of thing. And I feel like, really, if you're good about communicating and getting things taken care of, there's nothing too bad about it. So I'm here to just stand for that, I think.
Thank you, Captain Wiley. I'm just really nervous and I feel so alone in this moment and I feel like I've done something wrong. But
Don't
after
feel
talking
alone.
with you, I do feel better about being diseased.
That's right. It doesn't make us any less good people to be covered in whatever this is, you know.
Hey, you know how you can give out luck points and I've just rolled 2 1s?
Would you like a luck point?
I think I could use a luck point.
I mean, you know, a younger me would make this transactional, but maybe I'm just feeling generous.
We're both diseased at this particular state, so...
That's right. What's to lose is what I'm saying.
Captain Wiley! You've got
You
14
remind me
You're failing.
of my first mate. I've been meaning to tell you. You've been reminding me of her lately. She's, she wasn't always the luckiest. She was very wary of other people, slow to trust, but she had an inner strength and, quite a talent for the work. And I never really got to tell her that, and I kind of rue that fact. I wish I had.
Well,
So,
it means a lot
you
hearing
know.
it from you. Thank you very much.
It's true.
I
I would
feel
not
like
suggest you don't
relationships-
look like her. Just so you know, if you look her up on like social media, she's a tiny little gremlin with like raisiny skin and squinty eyes. So don't take that comparison. Like mostly your inner spirit. That's what I'm saying.
Fuzzy, help me.
I will. I'm trying to. Relationships are blossoming here between disease and old friends. I can't keep up. I just want to watch more. But right now we have a decision. Yes, a decision has been made between those two. And you have chosen Elemental. So Emu, back over to you.
All right. Continuing on, you find a heavy door. You open this heavy door of an airy, well-built structure, and see a jolly white bearded man tottering between three large barrels behind a polished wooden bar. He holds a glass full of a sparkling green liquid. Welcome! I've heard rumors of you, my friends, and you have arrived just in time to taste my newest brew. You there! And he walks over to Elemental, who's got this thing on her, and goes, would you like to take a sip?
I mean, it's not like my condition can get any worse, right? Here we go. But what is your name? Does your name have about 17 syllables?
Was it Ailebert?
Ailbert, only 2 syllables.
What's your last name
That's
again?
my first name. Angelopolous. And he starts laughing as he tries counting on his fingers. Sure, 17. It smells of mead and is delicious. It smells delicious.
Cheers to you. Cheers to my baby. Wherever you are right now. Bottoms up, yeah? I love food and I love drink and I will always eat it if presented to me.
You feel that you just raised your wisdom by 1 point. Congratulations.
I needed my wisdom. It wasn't very high at all. The news that surprises no one.
Come sit and drink.
Thank you, Ailbert.
That's the last of my mead. But I am a brewer of whiskey, and everyone knows to come to Ailbert's for some top-of-shelf whiskey. Here, and he slides you over onto the bar. 4 shots.
Bless. Sir,
Yes.
it is a pleasure to meet your hospitality. I'm touched.
Cheers.
Yeah.
Albert, I know we've only met, but man, I love you.
Oh,
Cheers. Hey, cheers.
Okay.
I
this is a
know
candle,
you
but
guys
there we
have
are.
a rough time, heroes. Heroes have such a rough time in this maze. There's just traps and mean people and traps. All those designers, they just want to put you through the ringer, don't they? Yeah, that Inca, he's just woo. But yeah, you have stories. Tell me, I want to hear them all. I don't really get around much with brewing and keeping everything happening. Everything just kind of goes so by, but what I wouldn't give to go on an adventure. So please, I won't charge you for these. Just all I ask is a story. Please give me a story in exchange for a drink.
Well,
Well,
we've
Albert,
got
this one
so
time at
many
band
stories.
camp-
Go, well, Kingsley, I'm going to cut you off right there.
Did you say
Go ahead,
one
Elemental.
time at band camp? I'm sorry, I'd like you to start
that
that again
partic-
exactly as you did.
No,
Dang
I'm going to
flutes.
absolutely.
I'll get ya.
I'm going to get. Lord Almighty.
I see,
We
Hey, the
will.
whiskey's talking a little bit. Sorry.
And
Kingsley is going to
Go
finish
ahead,
his
Elemental.
story if you tell us all the location of something important in our vicinity.
Important. Well, the only thing that I know that's important are these artifacts. Like that one. And he looks over at Kingslayer. He's like, yes, that one, the Pax Romana. Pax Romana. that one, yes. And looks over at Anacacia. Ah, I see you have the Manserova. Yes. Oh, these artifacts are so good. I'll buy them off you if you're looking to sell them.
No.
Well, we
big
were
no.
given to understand that they comprise a means of access to the next stage, in fact, and that you might know where we would go use them for that.
Yes, I do. This one right here, the Manserovar, that is the key to the sacred path. I know where that is. I can take you there. Maybe I can go on an adventure with you too. That would be fun. I think that'd be fun. Oh, yes, I could see the Silver Mage, and I could see the King Yeti, and yeah, that would be wonderful. I would like to go with you. This is great. Here, drink up.
Why is he
I mean-
trying to get us drunk right now? We trust
No
it's not
idea, but
touch.
I'm not asking
You're such a
questions.
specialist.
You
I mean, I
haven't
like
even
it.
touched your whiskey.
I shot my shot.
Yeah, what did I just drink? Oh my God.
He picks up your empty shot glass and goes, "Oh, sorry, I'm kind of seeing double here, but yes. Anyways, I have questions. I have so many questions about your adventures, about." And he looks over at the Pax Romana. Have you used that? Have you used it at
Yeah.
all?
Multiple times. This thing's awesome. I mean, listen, it's sharp and it shoots fireball. I mean, hey, listen, this thing is cool, man. This thing is cool.
Oh, can you feel the emotions of the?
Can you feel the emotions?
Feel the emotions.
The emotions.
Yeah.
Yes.
The
I mean,
sword of the
Falling
thing,
in the air
of the
tonight.
fallen.
The maze is full of Mad Libs.
Hold on. So Colin.
Kingslayer, what
Yeah.
happened with you at
I'm
band
gonna take another
camp?
shot.
well,
Yeah,
I
tell
was
us
just gonna
about
say,
band camp.
I was gonna say that, I learned to play the harp. I mean, I don't know where everybody thought I was going with this story. I was just gonna
For
tell
a
them I
string
learned to play the harp.
plucker.
Wow.
Requires
I'm
quite
a man full
delicate
of
fingering, doesn't
Many
it?
surprises.
I'm very surprised. I love
Ella heard
that.
what I did there.
I'm
Where I'm
sorry,
from, we
I
call these
was
kingdom
a
fingers.
bit tipsy. So, what were you saying? The feelings?
were
I
saying
mean,
that
listen. Oh yeah. Hey, sorry, Captain Wiley. Listen, she talks to me sometimes. The blade will be like, "For peace," and I'm like, "Look, everyone's trying to kill us. Like, what do you mean for peace? We got weasels, and we're running. Listen, it's kind of getting on my nerves, to be honest. We're out here in babies with switchblades. Listen, But he keeps telling me every time I swing it, and I'm trying to save people, it's for peace, and I'm like, you know what? I'm really starting to kind of not really feel the Pax Romana like I used to.
Pax Romana.
Oh no. Oh.
Oh no.
Aye.
And what do you feel when you have your shield, aka the key? Are you
It's
also
honestly my
trying
favorite
to?
thing now. It just speaks to me. It says, "Oh my God, you look beautiful. Your antlers,
Right.
fantastic." I mean,
Are you the
it's not-
fairest of them all?
No, not yet.
Narcissa over here.
I'm sorry.
Sorry? What?
Huh?
Who?
I don't think my shield's talking to
No.
you right now, Captain Wiley. Just me.
I
that's-
don't
no.
want to speak for all of us, but I love us after a shot of whiskey.
Yeah. So do we get another shot? You know what?
I think
I think we could.
Like, even
I mean, I
Kingslayer
can just
is
jump
a
over
bit
the bar here.
Just
I mean, you can just jump
Do
over the bar
it.
here.
yeah.
Oh, we're just-
I think
oh,
you
let's-
should
let's-
do it. Jump over the
Another
bar.
Yeah, all right. Get your
Wait a-
glasses.
Okay.
Oh,
Boy, here,
what is it,
glasses.
Albert?
Here, give me.
All right.
Give me your
As
glasses.
Kingslayer's like halfway
nice.
straddling the bar.
I think you
Always
guys are a fantastic group of heroes, and I would like to escort you personally to the sacred path, through the gate of the sacred
Yes,
path.
yes, from me.
Yeah, listen, crew, I'm amenable to that. Anybody?
Scusi.
I'll take that as a yes.
Fantastic. You all exit the brewery more relaxed, if a bit unsteady, and begin your journey to the gate. Now let's go down to our man on the ground, Fozzie.
Well, you mean we're done drinking?
Thank you so much, Emu. Thank you. And now a decision must be made. Yes, it's time for a decision. Okay, audience, what's the price? What's the price? Knowledge or knives? You don't get to know what they're buying, but you do get to choose the price. And now I want to talk with Elemental, the hero that had just increased their wisdom by drinking Ailbert's concoction. Hello, Ella. Thank you so much for joining us. What's one thing that you've learned in the maze?
I've learned to have to work in a team. That's just something I've never done before. I've always worked on my own. I mean, I had someone telling me what to do, but then I would go out and do it. And like, there was just so much discretion. There was just so many, ways that I was my own boss and in charge of things. But now we have to like work together. It's been strange, but like I noticed that there's just as many benefits as there are like inconveniences. And that's quite odd. I didn't think that that would be something that a friend could give, right?
It's true. Or luck. Who knew that?
I'm drunk.
What's the smartest thing that your parents ever taught you?
Why are we bringing my parents up? Why would you do that?
I'm
Why
just here
would you
to
talk
get a
about-
full view of your life and who you are. The audience all over the galaxy wants to know the inner workings of Elemental, not just your Titan form, but also your personal life.
My father died. So thank you for bringing that memory back to me.
Everyone does.
And my father died because my mum also has the Titan curse, and someone was out to get my mother. They wanted to trap her. They wanted to find her and to take her away. And she transformed around me and around my father. And so he jumped in the way and protected me from the explosion, and he died saving me. And they took my mother anyway. So they taught me that life goes on, even if they're not here.
You know what? I had a last question, which was going to be, what's the hardest lesson you've ever learned? But I think you just told me the answer. So thank you so much, Elemental. I really do appreciate your time. And actually, Ella, your talking has reminded me of the story of my own time here in the maze. I was scouting the Lonely Mountain looking for the orb of forgotten thoughts, and I was starving and dehydrated. My body was eating itself from the inside. Our party had split up, just like you guys did earlier. We thought we could divide and conquer. We were total idiots at that point. But I was pulling myself forward on my belly with what little strength I had, and I finally reached the summit. But there was nothing there, nothing to be found. I was dejected. I rolled over on my back, and I did the only thing that I could do at this moment, which was just scream at the heavens. But then suddenly, the sun grew dark, and a black night came over. And I don't know if I was hallucinating due to lack of sleep or sustenance or what, but the stars came out, and they formed an outline of myself. And I looked kind of like a Greek god up in the sky. And the Fozzie constellation floated down towards me and sat next to me as I lay dying on the mountaintop. And the stars radiated heat. It scorched the earth and melted the air. And I spoke to myself. The star version of myself, spoke to me. And it said, I'm Fozzie. And Fozzie, a great destiny awaits you. A great destiny awaits you if you know the secret of life. And I said, look, I'm about to die up here on this mountaintop, and I do not know the secret of life. And then he said to me, don't worry. That's why I'm here. I'm here to tell you. And he did. He told me the secret of life. And now I honestly cannot remember a single word that he said. So anyway, I never found the orb, I think, and somehow I survived. But now, let's head on down to the marketplace and talk to my boy Gerald, shall we?
Gerald in. All right, now you start recording. Are you already recording? Remember, don't forget to visit the Maze Marketplace for the amazing items that we have available in the marketplace for today's episode. We've got the mouth harp for Captain Wily and the prismatic sucker with Elemental. All right, well, we'll see you next time on the Maze Marketplace. Please don't tell my bosses about the mess up at the beginning. Thanks. Okay, Gerald out.
Gerald, your secret is safe with us, buddy. Ah, I heard it. A decision has been made. Yes, the results are in. You guys have chosen knowledge. Back to you, Emu.
All right. As you all emerge from a thick copse of dead trees covered in blood-red moss, you see an imposing wall rising in front of you. A small winged tree frog flies over it as you watch and is shocked and falls dead. There's a large door of an unidentifiable metal in the wall. Above the door, a sign says, and Ailebert also says, "To pass, pay the price by sacrificing." You kind of knowledge. Sacrifice knowledge.
What's that supposed to
Just
mean?
got a wisdom point. I just got a wisdom from Ailbert's sip. And now I feel like I've got to give it back. Listen, if there's an unidentifiable metal and I am elemental, can I try to figure out if this has got anything to do with it and if I can get my geology on?
Fantastic. Roll survival. Roll nature. One of those two.
Arcana. Okay, nature it is. Nature it is. Oh, terrible.
It could be, it couldn't be. And Ailebert taps you on the shoulder and goes, "Look, I'm really sorry you got hurt in the bog." And he walks over to Anacacia. "I'm really sorry you got poisoned by those mushrooms. It's really, yeah. But I'm also really sorry to tell you that one of you must sacrifice your proficiency in a skill or tool of your choice permanently. This is what is needed."
Oh, okay. There's just, should I? No, anyone else want to go before me?
Well. Oh.
Like, how much of it do we lose?
Ailebert points his hand up and goes, "What?" And all of a sudden, a slew of arrows shoot at him. And you look back,
Ailebert, no!
and it looks like are chasing. And he goes, "Oh, God, not again! Ah, Anka!" And he starts running away back into the bog while these people run past you and run after him. You see one of them shoots another arrow. And let's see if this one hits.
Does anybody speak Avitos?
With a 19 on the die, that definitely...
Albert's got in with the wrong people.
Ailebert, my new best friend.
Am I the only one that's still a little intoxicated?
Kingslayer, you're like 8'2" and you had a tinkle of whiskey. You're lightweight.
I'm barely mass. I'm just a tiny little in a suit.
Albert, I feel really bad for you. He's just helped us and he got a shot.
Upsetting. Is he getting away? He's just got an extra arrow in the back.
He's gone.
He's gone.
They all ran off.
Well, I'm sure he'll be all right. He'll get back. He's got friends.
I'm willing to sacrifice my proficiency in Well, honestly, I just feel like I'm not as intimidating as I once was. So maybe I could just lessen my proficiency in intimidate. Am I doing this right?
That's very reasonable. And we also have a very intimidating member of another intimidating member of our crew.
I could be intimidating. I could be intimidating.
I mean, of course you are. You're extremely intimidating. You're a Titan. So it's not. The question is whether you need the official stamp of a proficiency in intimidation. We know in our hearts that you are deeply intimidating.
Thank
Super
you.
scary.
You must
Very
be
scary.
proficient
Oh,
in a skill.
oh, I see what you mean.
Oh, you're not proficient.
Then I see what you mean. Oh, this is so much
I mean,
worse.
all right. Look, I have 3 proficiencies. Acrobatics, perception, and survival. I would be quite nervous to lose my proficiencies in perception and survival, but I could give up my acrobatics if everyone demanded it of me.
I have 5 proficiencies. I have 5. Sit down, Captain. This is
Oh my
fight.
god.
Yeah.
Okay. What have you got?
I'm going to give up. I'm going to give up my stealth proficiency now that I am a Titan with glowing red hair and blue shimmery eyeshadow. I think that my stealth can take a hit.
Never hide your light again, Ella. Never.
I still
as an
can go
assassin, you're
invisible
gonna
if I
give
want
up your
to.
stealth? Does it have to come from elemental?
No,
No,
if
I'm
you've
just
got
trying to be a
another
hero.
idea.
If you want to step up and do it.
She is.
I mean,
What have you got? Lay it out on the table.
Insight, intimidation, persuasion, performance, and I don't know if I'm proficient in animal handling, but I haven't really used that. I don't have any animals.
Do we need
In
to remind
any case,
anyone the one time that you rolled performance and that you actually made a woman's day? So you keep that performance, sunshine. Ooh.
What about animal handling?
I mean, you don't seem to be handling too many animals lately.
Yeah.
You just sacrifice.
And
my animal
Anne, have
for
you
my
also got that same proficiency in animal handling?
I mean, I'm pretty good with nature, but no, not in animal handling itself. I am really good with sleight of hand, deception.
You're deceptive.
Yeah, but I haven't really been deceptive. But I feel like I could later on.
You're very earnest.
No. I'm
You
just
guys
trying to
stand
kinda
there. The
trustworthy
gate,
here.
the door to the sacred path sits before you, and time moves.
Kingslayer with animal handling, or I'm going to say my religion. Okay, there you go. What's it going to be? Kingslayer, do you want to step
That
up?
sounds good to me.
Yeah, let's
Rock,
do
paper,
it. Let's do my
scissors.
animal handling.
All right.
Consider it handled.
Thank you for your service.
All right. You and Anacacia walk up to the door. Anacacia can feel the shield reverberating and holds it against the door. You hear a mechanism with one click, click, and Kingslayer, you can feel that the door is not quite unlocked, but you must touch it to give away this proficiency.
I'm gonna reach my right hand up and hold Pax Romana on my left, and gently place my 5 fingers against this door.
Suddenly you have these memories of animals throughout your life that you may have scratched behind the ear, that you may have called to you, and these brief moments of memories just kind of fade, and now you're left with just the image of these animals, and you can feel it come out of your hand. And as that happens, Anacacia, you feel and hear click, click, and the door opens as if it hasn't opened in years. And this gust of wind blows out and passes by the both of you. Now, inside, you see a path.
Oh, what did you do?
I don't really remember what just happened. I feel like I'm missing something. I feel like I don't know how to explain it. I feel like a part of me is missing.
You feel violated? You okay? Do you want to write like a workers' comp or something? We could like take it up to HR. I don't know, but
Do they offer that?
let's hold on. I don't know.
Yeah.
Figure it out, but let's hold it off for now. Mittens. Do you think you could kind of like scurry forward and see what's just past this big scary door?
Mittens bounce off your shoulders and goes down the path, and the path kind of veers off a little bit, and you see through Mittens' eyes. Is that something that you can do?
Yes.
You see through Mittens' eyes. There's another hallway that leads to a high-ceilinged hall. At the end of this, well, it's really hard to see from this vantage point. It might be some doors at the end, but there's a lot of people in here. You also hear, as you're kind of, phased out in your mind, look through Mitten's mind, the door starts to...
Oh, we gotta hurry. All right, if there's people over down this hallway, they might know some information what we have to do here, and what happened with those people that just chased after the coolest guy that gave me all the whiskey that I really want some more of. All right, Mittens, come back to me, Mittens, Mittens. We gotta get back to the crew.
And pounces up on your shoulder, and you hear, wow, wow.
Good job, Mittens. Good job. Here's the treat. All right. The door starts to close.
I think we better hustle, folks.
We gotta go.
Yeah.
We gotta go. Or else him just sending all of that, like, what is it, animal handling, is for naught. We gotta go. Let's go.
Agreed.
All right, the four of you run down the hall and kind of skid to a stop as you are now looking at a beautiful high-ceilinged hall. At the end are 4 doors. One of them looks a little more elaborate than the others, but everybody here looks very well dressed, and they're standing kind of in groups all around. And you walk forward a little bit. They don't seem to notice you, and suddenly you all look down and realize how absolutely filthy you are. Everyone roll a perception check, please.
I'm also diseased. Still cursed.
Fantastic. Elemental and Captain Wiley, the two of you are the only ones that don't realize how bad you smell. I mean, how
I feel no
really
shame.
bad you smell.
I refuse.
Fantastic. And you guys walk in, you see people mingling, and suddenly an older, very fashionable woman walks up and goes, "Hello. Very nice to meet you, heroes. Welcome. I'm here to answer your questions."
Hiya. Which
Great.
door should we go through?
That is up to you. There are 3 doors that lead to 3 different paths here within the sacred path. This place is ruled by Algos Grus, the chief Kerber of these parts. This great hall also... Yes, a Kerber. Obviously.
Not like someone who makes sidewalks.
Oh, no.
What's that?
The ancient and upright order of the Kerbers, they're master tamers, and they use belief magic. Well, you've never heard of them. It's quite amazing, actually. They handle all these creatures that are in the maze.
Okay, what else we got?
Yes, they manage them for the designers. Yes, please come. And she walks you forward. Did you have a nice time getting here? You look a little, and she looks at Elemental and Captain Wiley. And she kind of goes, but then she walks over to Anacacia and puts her arm around her. Did you have a nice time coming here?
I wouldn't say it was nice or pleasant. We got attacked by a lizard. Or elemental over there couldn't even defend herself. Came out swiping. And then she got attacked by the bog.
Oh my
goodness. The mud of all things.
Wild. Disgusting. I love it. and looks over at Anacacia and Kingslayer. Oh, you have the artifacts. This is very good.
Why is it very good? You're not going to try to
Oh,
take it away from us, are you?
oh no, no, that's for you. Obviously for you. I'm sure you've had a very hard day. We have some chairs should you need to sit and rest and just enjoy the pleasantries and the beautifulness around you. And she starts
We were sort
pointing
of-
at different people and their costumes. And yes, you had questions. I'm here to answer them.
Oh, I was just going to say we were sort of mid getting our buzz on, so if you have more of that floating around, that could be a nice place to start.
Hey, you have
Oh,
any whiskey
yes.
around here?
Whiskey. Hey, oh, let me see. And she goes through this bag she has, and she pulls out 4 vials. Oh, yes. Previous adventurers gifted these to me. And she hands them to you. And there's
Thanks.
whiskey inside. And Acacia, she's had her arm around you. You smell on yourself. Smells like the lingering of chamomile.
Ooh.
I'm
Those
sure
smell
you'd
good.
like something better than whiskey, though. We have wine from all over the galaxy, shall we? And she kind of motioned you towards, looks like waiters with platters of champagne and wine.
Your hospitality is overwhelming, but you've told us about the location behind one of the doors, not the other 2. We had the Kerbers, which is a Kerber religion, but what about the other 2 doors? And by the way, we like whiskey just fine.
Team drink.
Oh, well, let's see. This here, and she points at the elaborate door. Oh, that is the library. And the paths, well, it's a little more complicated.
I just got a wisdom point.
Does that mean you like books more?
No, I still want to burn them all down.
reader
I
now.
still want to set it on fire. Yeah.
Okay.
And we've got the library, we've got the Kerber. What else have we got? Sweetheart?
The other
yeah,
3
bard.
doors. Oh, excuse me. The other 3 doors will lead you to the sacred path. And she looks at you all and then stands very close to Anacacia. And Anacacia, you look up at her and she smiles back down at you. And you feel warmth. You feel finally a sense of peace.
Oh, that's supposed to be peace. Oh, nice.
Heroes,
happening
you
here.
have survived yet another day in the maze, and you have earned another level. As you are here in the Great Hall, let's go down to Fozzie.
Oh, that whiskey.
Thank you so much, Emu. Look, I am here with Kingslayer. Kingslayer, we got to chat real quick. So what did you have to give up to get here?
It's something whenever I was growing up, Fozzie, I had this little puppy. His name was Snowball, and for some reason I totally don't remember anything about him. So I guess something with my memories with my pets and my skills with animals.
Well, how does that feel for you? Like, you just feel like something's missing, or is it more?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like a part of my memory is missing. I don't remember. I remember things in my past, but there's these holes that just I can't quite wrap my head around it.
I feel you. What is the biggest sacrifice anyone has ever made for you?
Well, I can tell you who's going to make the biggest sacrifice, and it's going to be the Mad King. And I don't know if you know a lot about the Mad King, Fozzie, but I think he's the reason as to why I'm here. He's out there. He's ruling the 7 kingdoms. He's going to be the one that makes the ultimate sacrifice for me. I'm not worried about the past. I'm worried about the future. I'm going to get out of this maze, and I'm going to take over the 7 kingdoms from him.
So do you think that giving up this part of yourself is going to help you towards that? And if so, was it worth it?
Absolutely. Like I said earlier, Fozzie, were you not listening to me earlier whenever I was talking? There's one thing I hate. I hate repeating myself. I said I'll do whatever it takes to get out of this maze. And I mean whatever it takes. If I got to forget some memories, whatever I have to do, I'm going to get out of here.
Thank you so much, Kingslayer, for your time. Over to you, Emu.
Thanks, Fozzie. All right, join us next time for episode 6, The Sacred Path. This Thursday, June 17th at 7 p.m. Pacific Time, as our heroes learn about the Kerber Chief, Algus Ruse, and the ways of the Great Hall.
Yes, thank you so much for joining us for this episode of The Maze. Look, we tell this together, and we honestly couldn't tell it without you. I mean, if we did, we'd just get to the decision section, and then we'd wait and wait and wait and wait and wait, and that would be it. And it would bore us out of our minds. So thank you, each and every one of you. Join us next time on The Maze on Planet 7.
Yay.